Hi there! Welcome to Bead with me. I'm Kay, your host, here from Stars Beads in Vienna, Virginia. I am playing around today and I thought I would hop on here and give the official announcement after our poll this morning. If you're not watching us on Instagram or on Facebook or any of our social medias, make sure you're liking and getting our notifications, because we were taking a vote on what we wanted to kind of see this week and what we wanted to play with in terms of Friday Night Live. So we were choosing between beautiful handmade bubble beads from Unicorne Beads or some beautiful glass buttons from Germany, and it looks like bubble beads won this week. We can still play with the buttons. That's why we get to choose week to week. Okay, so for all of those that are hopping on, it's going to be bubble beads this week. Bubble beads. Is that a surprise? So how is everybody doing? Is everybody getting back to work? I know we are here getting a lot of phone calls, getting a lot of support. Everybody's ready to get out. So we're happy to kind of ease back into things. So we thank you for coming out and working with us as we have our, different hours. So for those that have been shopping with us for a long time, everyone in our beading family is good. So Kathy is good, Julie is good, Katie is doing well. So Katie's daughter is the one helping us make our masks here that we're offering here at Stars Beads. Kathy is busy keeping herself busy doing some gardening, and hopefully I'm going to get a chance to be having her maybe on a Zoom class. I'm trying to edge her onto doing that. And then Julie, she's busy in the fabric world, so she's been commissioned to do some things with a big organization in the UK, and you can catch her blog on, I think, Threadborn, okay? And I'll throw that link in there if people are interested. So yes, happy Tuesday. Hi Christine, hey Paula, we can see who's on here today. Say hello. I'd like to see where everybody's from. We've had some people from, let's see, Barbados. Where are you guys today? Hey Laura, I'm so glad we haven't seen you in a long time over there in Arizona. How's the weather out there? Hey Doris, how's your afternoon today? So now that we have a few more people on. Okay, so bubble beads was the big vote for this Friday. So I thought I would play with bubble beads. For those that have no idea what I'm even talking about, if this is your first time, I'm wearing some what I call bubble beads. It's kind of a teardrop shape. Okay, so sometimes people are a little bit scared when using the teardrop shape. So this is going to be a highlight on these awesome boro beads and using the teardrop shape. So I thought we'd play around with them and show you a couple designs using them, so you can see how you can incorporate them into your designs, and seeing how they don't look as crazy as they are sometimes on the strand. Okay, so one of the designs we had done with the boro beads was the leather and chain. So oh, hey, Lynn from Rancho Palos Verdes. Oh, in California. Hello, hello. Hi, Wanda. Welcome. Nice to have you. Let us know where you're from, you guys. It's been really awesome getting a chance to meet everyone from pretty much all over the world. Pretty neat. So not just the local community I've been used to serving, and so I really enjoy getting to know each one of you guys a little bit more as I am on here a little bit more regularly. Yes, Laura, they are good for Kumu Himo. And in fact, I might be working on getting someone in here to show some designs off using those. I will have sets. So those that have some of the books on Kumi, you might have seen these teardrop beads on there. And they use them in all three different sizes. So trying to get some of those matches in all three of those, I have them right here. Okay, and those are going to be on Friday Night Live. Okay, so ooh, another California girl. Awesome. My husband loved California. Okay, so this was one of the designs I'm wearing. I'm wearing that here today. I was kind of, you know, in the blue jean t-shirt kind of day. So, oh, I didn't know you're in Florida. Well, that's nice down there. Went from warm weather to warm weather, at least. You know, a little bit more crazy on the other type of weathers down there, right? So that's a little bit of showing some designs. Now, if you want to just use a few of them, here's another design. You can wear it long here. And in this style design, we just use one, okay? And we put some little spacers. And then you can see here at the bottom, got this all tangled up, but a nice lariat. You can, maybe I'll hold this up. Okay, so you can see where you just use one. Okay, here we've used two. Okay, didn't use any in the bottom, but so simple design. Okay, just using a couple. So if you have a couple of those ones left over from when you've done your bracelet, you can throw them in. Okay, now since I thought we'd play around with bubble beads, I thought you guys can help me make a couple of choices. Are you guys with me? Since I've been kind of like making up kits, and I had a hard time kind of deciding on what I really wanted to make. So this is, I was thinking either a little, a sweet little necklace or a pair of earrings. What do you guys think? What should we make? Okay, so this is my necklace. So let's take a quick look at my necklace too while we are deciding, should we make a necklace or earrings today? We can start there. All right, so this, my design here, okay, I used all Swarovski crystals. Okay, you could certainly use anything, maybe a little bit of chain here. Okay, and then here, I've bunched mine in sets of 3. And then in between each one, I like to put in a little bicone because one, it kind of plugs in there. Okay, I like the bunched up look. Okay, so from close up, sometimes it looks, you know, might look a little crazy when you see things that are teardrop, but you know, from far away, it gives it a fuller look for small beads. Okay, and then in between each one, I put a little head pin that was wire wrapped with a little 3mm and I think a little size 11. So that's a pretty tiny piece, but kind of gives a kind of little bling to there, because you know I like a little bit of bling. Okay, so simple, but shows off those beautiful beads and the beautiful colors on that. All right, so we should make a little necklace. Okay. Do we have a color choice? Should I show you some colors of bags? Okay, so I was like playing around and I was, you see this? So, you know, I've been playing with Roy G. Biv. So, I was pulling out like, I have red. Here's that, a very cool, you wanted to see some colors? One I can, all right, okay, there's a vote for earrings. Yeah, Pacific Opal is one of my favorites. So that's the color that I used in this particular color set. All right, look at that. Okay, so I'm totally not normally into this color set, but you don't need to even see the detail in this. We're just looking at color, you guys. Okay, so one of the things when we're working with teardrops, okay, is that one, if you spread them out, you can see, okay, you can see that they're all hanging in the same direction, right? Okay, but you can see in a lot of the designs I've been doing, say I have 3 or 5, oftentimes odd numbers, and I get a little bunched little cluster, which is super nice. And I do that with daggers, I do that with magatamas. You can do that a variety. Anything I call my official term of sticky outy things. Okay, so don't be scared of those sticky outy things because they look cool and they add interest, okay? So this is a really good color. Okay, so one of the things I want to tell you guys, since we are specifically talking about these beads, okay, as I'm showing some color, so if anybody has an idea on like, okay, necklace or earrings, that's what we're discussing, is, what do we want to make today? A necklace or earrings? I want votes. Necklace or earrings, you guys. If you have a vote, so far I have a couple necklaces. So far it's a necklace, and got to vote for earrings. Okay, so these beads that we're showing off this week, okay, are made by a company called Unicorne Beads. Super magical, right? And the owners are super, super cool. His name is Doug, and I've been working with him for a lot of years. I love his beads. He's come from... He comes in a lot of different directions, but about his beads is that these are made out of something called borosilicate glass. Okay, so borosilicate is very similar to like your Pyrex ware, okay, so like your kitchenware. So it's very, very strong. It's very, very durable. Okay, so when we're looking at these glass beads and we're wondering, you know, oftentimes like some of those glass buttons, okay, you need to be a little bit careful with those shanks, right, because they are sensitive. Well, boro glass is annealed at a much higher temperature, so therefore it's much stronger. So, you know, it can withstand a little bit more pressures, you know, and I can feel confident in making it into a bracelet or necklace, and that it's not necessarily breaking. Okay, of course, you know, it's glass, you guys, so not everything is going to make it through falling on the tile floor. Okay, so we have to be reasonable. Okay, so as long as we make those necklaces very strong and very sturdy, we should not be having things fall off. And you know, for those of you that are rough on your jewelry, be nice. You know, your jewelry, you work very hard, and we have very nice components, so be nice to your jewelry, okay? Hey, Gina. Oops. Okay. Hey, Carol. Okay, so necklace, huh? All right, now the question is, what color necklace do we want to make? Should we make like a lariat? Okay, necklace. So, should we make something like this that has some different charms on there, or one with an awesome little centerpiece? Do you think I should do like a chakra color set? I've been really liking the whole rainbow deal. Oh, pink and blues, huh? Okay. Well, we've got some pinks, we've got some blues. Oh. Hard to decide because there's going to be a lot of colors. So let's see. We've got here's some purples, here's some pink, here's an awesome blue. Look at that. You know, I don't know, how many colors are you guys going to make me cut up? Okay, so there's all, look, I have a whole, I'm still working through this. Okay, so we have a different, this is your sneak peek, you guys, for the Friday Night Live. Look at that great blue. Okay, so look, this is a cool color. Oh, look, that one that's kind of a little bit like what I'm wearing. This is a little bit more like what I'm wearing. Okay, and you know how much we love this color, right? Because this is the favorite. This is what we made that bracelet out of. I've heard, oh, look at this sweet pretty in pink. Should we do one of those? Or here, okay, so is this like a combination of everybody? Okay, so I've been watching a lot of these like online videos, you guys, and there's people and they just spend time walking around the store and saying, what do you guys want to shop for? And they just walk around. So if there's like a color, I guess, that you want to like pre-order before the Friday Night Live, you can maybe claim it. I don't know how easy that is to do. So if you guys are familiar with Friday Night Live, you know, maybe I can shout out a color. Maybe we'll try to keep it simple. I don't know. I'm still recovering from Friday Night Live, so those, you guys hang on. I've got all the invoices ready to email out to you guys, so you guys will be hearing from me again a little bit later. So these strands are, yes, the regular size teardrops are running about $15, and then they have 25 beads on there. Okay. What do you guys think about this color? I don't know, you know how I like to make things to give away, so you guys can get your, you know, thoughts on what colors we should be making, because maybe I'll give it away. Unless I like it too much, I might keep it for the next round for samples that I might need. Because, you know, I've been liking the chakras. Okay, so I've got turquoise and some blues and some pinks. It's so hard to choose. And I certainly don't want to use one that I only have one of. Then you guys will be like very, very upset that I can't get that color. The one color, you know, we love, I ordered extra. So if you guys like that blue pink set, then you better grab it, because I think there's only like maybe two strands left of that. Oh, this is an awesome like multicolor. Do you guys like that multicolor? Do you think I should do that one? We'll show that off. Okay, let me just show you this purple, because I like purple. What do you think? Can we see that? Never see that angle. Look at that. Okay, so there is a jumbo size. So this is that big, big jumbo size. Look at that. Like that. So there's 3 sizes that are going to be offered, and not every color, of course, comes in all 3. So here's like kind of the itty bitty. These are the minis. These run a little bit less, and then there's this purpley color. Okay, and then there's this jumbo. So see those 3 colors? I mean sizes. Now I know jumbos look huge, but this, you guys, can be a button. So I've used this as a button on one of my bracelets. Makes a great end. And actually here, you guys, I also have them in an earring. So here's a red one, and you can just dangle them right on to an earring, and they're super fun, super easy. I threw in I think this is a 10 millimeter jump lock, but you know, all different colors. So Gina, you know, you can come in and do a kumi and show the world how to do kumi. All right, so we're trying to pick a color, you guys. I think it sounds like, you know, I love football. Sounds like maybe this one. Shall we do something with this one? Dun, da, da, da. You guys get to choose today. All right, how about that color? Does that cover everybody? That ought to cover everybody. All right, so I'm using this strand, so if anybody wants this strand, I only have 2 other ones like it. Okay, so you can say claim 1 for this one right now, because I only have 2 and I'm about to use some. All right, so I heard that we wanted some danglies. So I'm going to look in our charm area. With this color set, what do we think we like? Do we like gold here? Do we like gold? We like some copper. All right, Patty, I see your claim 1 on that one. Gonna start your basket now. Okay, do we like copper? Okay, or you know, I'm a big silver girl. Oh, you know, I really like that charm. It's a good one. We could put like several leaves. What do you think? I'm a silver girl, so I tend to really like silver. I've been really liking this charm. I also like that dagger effect too.
That's walking by.
Yep.
So
we're on live. We're on live right now.
what?
I'm on live right now. Just want to let you know. What about those little daggers? We like the daggers. What do you think? I don't think I have very many of these. So I like it crazy. All right, we can look at choices or how. Okay, What about like these sticks? Or what about these, those guys? Wouldn't those kind of look cool? Anybody? Okay, so I've got all silver girls on here right now. You guys are funny. Okay, I'll go to silver. Let me see silver choices. Dun, 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 silver. So we could choose to have like a centerpiece like this, you guys. Should we do like a centerpiece? Like a necklace like that? Does that look fun? Do you guys see this piece here? And then we can have the bubbles on that side. We could do, there's another style design. Oh, how about here? Maybe bubbles with bubbles. That seems appropriate, doesn't it? All right. I'm think that's feeling right to me. Okay. So a lot of you guys, you know, part of this bead with me is kind of, you know, doing the little daily bead grind, but also, you know, sometimes going through the process of, I guess, a designer, you know, what kind of goes into a lot of jewelry making. So those that, you know, getting an appreciation for all that, you know, artisans go through is finding some really, really good components, as well as putting all of these different components together. Okay, so, you know, kind of going through the step-by-step process. You know, I like having you guys be a little interactive and getting a chance to, you know, kind of see how putting things together goes, and I guess how I do it necessarily, because I don't know necessarily how to explain it sometimes, but, you know, sometimes it just feels right. There's not always a reason. Okay, so we kind of like this bubble design. Did we just decide we like that? All right, this focal piece, Betty, looks like is $4. Okay, so if you like this piece, then we can claim this as bubble pendant. It's $4. Claim bubble pendant. Okay. You can just write that in the comments and we'll get you one. If you want to claim this one, one's already claimed, but it's claim bubble bead. Claim bubble beads, since we only have one color we're going to use today. All right, so we like this design. And then, let's see, that might not go all the way around, so shall we put a little bit of crystal? I think I'll put a little bit of chain on that back side as well, and maybe keeping that pretty simple since we've got a lot of the interest in the back and maybe we don't need. All right, Patty, we'll add the bubble pendant, and one for you too, Betty. I see that. So let's see. We'll check it out. I think I want to keep it simple. Maybe I want this bigger one. Doesn't that bigger one kind of look like it matches better than the smaller one? What do we think? Or even bigger? Small to medium, I guess. I consider this kind of medium, and this is larger. I think I like this one. Kind of keep it semi-light. All right, so now we've got chain. Is this considered the bigger one, Paula? I was thinking it's a little bit medium, I guess. All right, so we're doing silver, and then what else do we want to do? I usually like to add a little bit of sparkle because that would be normal. That would be what I would normally require.
How are you?
We're doing good. We're online playing around.
Nice. That sounds fun.
Oh, so let's see. I think I want a bigger crystal. So what colors do I have to match that right now? Maybe we'll need to do. I don't think I have a bicone right now, so that's okay. When you don't have a bicone, what else can we use? We could use like these kind of crystals. That might be probably more than we need. Oh, drop the crystals. But we can just see. I want something. Do we need like a silver bead or a crystal? What do you guys think? What does this need? Make it look interesting. Oh, look at these. I didn't see those. Remember we had a few of those the other night? I don't know. Maybe we need to go gold, you guys, because look at that. Can we see that? Doesn't that almost look like a perfect match? I don't know. This is how it goes sometimes. Or there's this blue one. That blue, see, it doesn't match. I don't know. I don't normally do this color green, but you know, sometimes when the beads speak right there, I don't know. That's hitting on me, you guys. Yeah, I think I want to use that. Sorry. I think I'm going to change it up and we're going to add a little bit of gold to this baby. And you know what? I'm going to use that awesome snake chain that we have in the back too. And then maybe put a little pop of that gold. Maybe I'll put maybe one of these gold electroplated hematite beads to kind of, yep, I think gold is going to win. I think this combination is going to be really pretty. What do y'all think? All right, I'm going to take these, and then I'll take this in 2 sizes, because, you know, I just don't know right now. That's part of the game. That is part of the fun. So thanks for helping. Okay, see, now I have some, see, I was messing around with chain, because I was thinking maybe earrings, some fun little earrings, and maybe we'll do that on a different day since you guys chose a necklace today. So now, okay, so I decided, all right, because I really love this chain. Okay, so this we used on the Cellini spiral, but you know, this design looks very good with copper too, or this color. But we're going gold right now. All right, I think these are going to be the components. Maybe I need to screenshot this one. See how that works. All right, so that looks good, you guys. Let's get started. All right, so you know, designing, that's usually what takes the most time. Okay, but sometimes less thinking and just more doing. Just get it done, people. Okay, so your little motivational talk. Okay, I've been talking to a lot of you guys out there, and you know, you're dabbling in jewelry, and there's a lot that you guys want to make it a business, and you know, worrying about this and that. You know, the time is now. You're at home, and if you're making things, you know, people want to see stuff just like you right now. So all of you guys watching me right now, like you are craving some content, and you know, people can't buy from you if you don't put anything up there. Okay, so even if it's just pictures on your Facebook, you know, album, you know, at least then you can stop saying, oh well, it kind of looks like this, you know, just like it does not have to be formal. Okay, just get you started. Okay, all right, so we are doing bubbles. All right, so all right, guys, basic tools. We're going to be using flex wire. So remember when we were discussing flex wire is that if you are doing long segments and you want it to be flexible, flex wire is the way to go. Not the hard 20 gauge wire, okay? Then you have a stiff little stick. So remember that. Hey Jen, how are you and the boys? Okay, so I am going to, oh yeah, we didn't decide on a on a clasp. Are we going to go symmetrical or kind of asymmetrical? I was kind of holding it out and kind of seeing. I kind of like this one in the symmetrical direction. And then, all right, so Do we like a leafy chain? Okay, I need a vote on this one before I officially use the chain, because I'm going to attach it right to it. All right, guys. No problem, Wanda. I'm glad that you're enjoying it. You know, this is sometimes the hard thing that you can't really explain to people. You know, I just kind of put things together. You know, I kind of call it something like, you know, cooks in the kitchen. You know, I think I have all the ingredients, but you know, boy, I can't probably put something together other than a nice, good, simple mac and cheese or spaghetti and meatballs or something like that. You know, but in the jewelry world, you know, you throw me in here and I just grab whatever, and I feel like, you know, we can make something pretty. So as long as you buy pretty components, okay, which is all that we get here at Star Beads, is you know, then you can only create beautiful things. Hey Paula, you're never too late. Luckily for you, we're still live. Alright, so I'm trying to choose between the chain at the end, okay? So, like, we're going to have some bubble beads here, so it's going to kind of end up coming to bubble beads, right? And then having this as a center. So do we like that leaf chain? Or do we like, you know, kind of the minimalistic here, you know, till we, and kind of get graduated bigger, you know, kind of skinny, medium to big, okay, tapered. Okay, all right, so we're taking a vote. Do we want this nice, cool, skinny, cool, I don't even know what we call this, kind of cable chain versus this crazy fun, done in a matted gold color finish? Okay, I got a cable over here. Somebody else said the snake cable, that's the same thing. Oh, there's a leaf. There's a couple leaves. Oh, Paula, you like the leaf too. Look, Rachel, you still get the vote in even though you just came on. Alright, so this is kind of the design. Alright, sounds like leaf. Oh. The leaf chain between the focal and the bubble too. Okay, okay. I'm listening to your guys' designing too. So this, you want like this and then like this? A little bit? Well, there's another snake. Oh, I got it. Can we make everybody happy? I guess we're going to just have to use both. All right, design's beneficial. All right, people, you ready? Now we're gonna get to making. All right, these are the components we're using. We're gonna be using it all. Now, go ahead, guys, grab that leftover chain. You have a little bit of this crazy leftovers and then a nice cool cable chain. We're going to use a cutter, most likely a round nose and a chain nose. So let's get your 3 basic pliers out. We're going to need a little bit of flex wire and some crimps and some covers. Okay, in this case we're going to be using gold, so here's that. I'm sure I have mine somewhere around here. Okay, so this is what we need for today's project. Which is one of the reasons I can't send you the project ahead of time. Because sometimes you pick it with me. Unless you guys want like a monthly bead box, and then on Wednesdays we could work together and see what we all come up with the same set of beads. You can see what I come up with. We see what you come up with. That might be kind of fun. Think about that, you guys. Because I don't have enough to be doing. Okay, so round nose, chain nose, clippers. We're going to grab a little bit of this here. Let's see, so starting off with our nice design. So if you guys joined us on Friday Night Live, you might have gotten one. Even if you didn't, there might still be one. So hop on there and you can still check it out, okay? It is on the, I think, the pinned links up top above here, okay? So, and it's on YouTube. You can find it everywhere right now. All right, so we decided you guys wanted a little bit of chain there first. So I want to do a fairly small jump ring. And of course I'm a silver girl, so everything that I have sitting right here is silver, except for these rings here, and I feel like they're closed. So I'm gonna grab a little, and in this case, this matte gold that we're using here today, if you want to match it better, gold filled seems to match this color set. We're online already. Oh, that's so pretty.
I would gift it to you.
You're so funny. No, I want you to give me your doing it. All right, you guys. I like these jump blocks, and I had run out of the 4 mils in a little package. Couldn't seem to find them. So jump blocks are these heavy-duty jump rings. Okay, they're a little bit sturdier. You might have heard me talk about them before, but these are like your have-to-haves, you guys. Okay, in every size and every color. Carry them rose gold, sterling, gold filled, gold plated, silver plated. Okay, you can look them up. Jump locks, super flush, thicker, half hard wire. So once they're closed, they're almost like they're soldered closed. Okay, so we're going to open these little teeny tiny rings. Okay, and again, I'm bringing in my super fine chain nose, which I still have a few more here. Okay, so what it sounded like you guys wanted to do was hooking a little bit of chain first before we added some beads. Does that sound about right? So the only thing with these little suckers is that they're 4 millimeter, but at the same time, you don't want the ring to be so like in your face, especially since this is going to be kind of the focal. Okay, so this little blue chain nose pliers is super awesome because you can see I can really get in there and hold where I want to. All right, how does that look? Okay, so the gauge of the rings I think is a 20 gauge. It's a 4 millimeter 20 gauge specialty jump locks. Let's do, what do you think? I was thinking pretty short, so like a 1/2 inch. Let's see where we can still get a feel, or 1 inch. Seems really far. I think I don't think I want this. I want the bubbles to, because when you're wearing it, okay, gravity's going to kind of swing it this way, and then it's going to be skinnier here, I'm thinking. So I'm thinking pretty short, you guys. Maybe even only 1/4. So there's a 1/2, and that still seems kind of long to me. You know, there goes my executive decision again. I think I want to do just a little. So in this one, I'm going to do two links maybe, that I'm looking at it up close. So if I cut the 4th link, that I think gives us maybe a little less than a 1/2. All right, so I'm doing, oh, I lied, I just cut the 3rd link. Well, that's the way the cookie crumbles. Alright, so I only did like 2 links because I just want it for the effect, because we're going to put some more maybe on that other side, right? That's what it sounded like. Okay, so we're going to grab another jump ring here. And I'm just doing this on the other side just to build outward so I can kind of see things as we're building them. Okay, so this is a repeat of what we just did on the other side. Grabbing that 4mm jump block. Here, remember opening and closing those jump rings. We're opening from front to back, you guys, so don't go opening this way because you will not have a round jump ring back again. Okay, all right. So there's a little idea. Okay, and then we're gonna plug some of these little babies in there. All right, so let's see. I'm gonna cut the teardrops. Hopefully won't send them flying everywhere. Okay, put some flex wire together here. And let's see, I think I'm gonna put some little gold beads to help just give it some spacing. So we're gonna see, maybe start with every 2. So one of the patterns I tend to like to do is kind of graduate to get bigger. So do we think that that gold looks a little too bright? It might not be when it's in there. Let me do a few more. Sometimes you can't tell. So this time I'm going to put, let's see, maybe 5 on there. Okay, so remember we got to be even, so we should have 25 beads. So I can only use a max of 12 beads. So that's 3, that's 8. Okay, so then I can do another set of 5, I think, on this side. And then we'll have 1 bead left over, but that's okay. 1, 2, or maybe I'll go down to 3. So I'll do 3, 5, 3. How about something like that? All right, so this is kind of, all right, so now we can back up a little bit. Okay, totally do not like that gold bead in there. I don't know about y'all, but that's kind of what it's looking like. I do not like that gold bead in there.
If you do a green, it picks up the green in the center stuff.
Yep. I wanted a crystal in there. All right, here's show and tell. This is if you want to see Kumi. I just had a lady come in by Gina. Hopefully she might be giving us a little demo, but here's using bubble beads in a Kuma Himo design while I go find something else to put in the middle of this. Separate it just enough, because you know me, I just have beads laying around here. Okay, so this is I think I like this one. Okay, brings up a little bit of green. All right, I'm holding that one there. I need something sparkling in green.
You're sparkling in green.
Yes. Yeah, that's what I was looking for.
What kind of green?
Sparkling in green.
One kind of green?
Like these are a little. I don't know. I'm trying not to cut. All right. So isn't this beautiful, you guys? Kumi Himo. So this is using the Boro in the clear with an AB or Aurora Borealis finish. All right. All right. Those colors match, but they're a little loud, aren't they? You know I like loud, but maybe these can be for the earrings. We'll save those for earrings. Those are perfect for earrings. All right, maybe I'm gonna just use this little light green one because those bubble beads are already so pretty, you know, so we want to make sure that they get highlighted along the way. What do we think? All right, we'll save these other ones for earrings. I had all these, so pretty, aren't those? Okay, so let's take this out and try that again. We're gonna try it with these green ones. Just had a little bowl. I think this is from a stash set. Dana, I think if you're on there with me, I think he gave me this bowl of this color set. because this color on here is so dark, so a little bit of contrast is nice. Forgot, we're doing 5 on that. Oftentimes I'm doing sets of 3 here. This one I was changing it up, so I did a set of 3, 5, 3 on this. Okay, so let's see. Does that lighten it up a little bit, because we're working in gold? I think I just really like that chain. I think I want more of that chain in there. Should we put chain in there instead? Because it needs some gold. I think it needs some gold. I think that's my problem right there. Versus like this big old thing here. That competes with it, don't we think? Here, I'll set it there. We're saving those for earrings. When you cut off on this particular chain, look, it gives you these little leaves, so you can use them for other things. All right, don't like that either. It was worth a shot. We're gonna put some, I think I'm gonna put some gold chain in between there. All right, so because I'm gonna do that, we're gonna use gold wire, I think. Because if we're doing a little short section, then remember, you don't need to put you can put it on hard wire. Okay, so we're gonna just make a little loop here. Okay, in this case I do like still wrapping it, because that way you know that it cannot come apart anywhere. Okay, you know, I love these bubble beads, and sometimes I like using a lot, but it's also easy to lose the beauty in them. So sometimes less is more. I know you have a lot of beads, and you know what? People are gonna like whatever it is you make, and then they're gonna wanna buy it anyway. So make whatever it is you love, because you're gonna want one, and then somebody else is gonna want one. So make 2 of whatever it is you love. Alright, we're gonna do a little wrap on that one. Okay, and I'm doing literally just a very short wrap. It's like all crazy over here, so I can't bend it right. Alright, so I'm going to put on 3 onto this extremely long wire. I think I can use this for more than one. Alright, so we like this kind of look here. And then I'm going to add a little bit, maybe longer chain here. I love your sticky outy things today.
You do.
I've got a lot of people doing show and tell. All of you guys been cooped up in the house, you know, excited to do some show and tell. So I like doing that in Zoom too, you guys. It's a good place to come join me. Alright, so this one we were doing 2, since I am not attached to anything right now. Okay, we're going to attach it to the chain again. There. I like this chain so much, so I think we need to show a little bit more of it, because this already shows plenty of color. And it's kind of nice. These bubble beads are going to hide your wire mess. If you're not a perfect little looper, it's nice because it'll kind of tuck in, okay, for you, okay, and give you that look. That's looking good, you guys. I like that. I like that better that way. And you know, how many bubbles do we want to put on here? Should I do that set of 5? Or, alright you guys, how about this? Shall we spread out 5 and just dangle them off? How about that? I need a 6mm jump ring next. 6mm jump ring.
You're gonna make me spend money.
Yep. Make you hang out longer when you have to come back alive.
Quite a necklace.
Yeah.
Bigger than normal.
They don't have any 6mm. Sorry. Alright, we're going to take some 6mm because these little loops on these are a little bit thick. So although, you know, the connection isn't too far on the ring, I don't think that I can get a 4mm to fit on that. So when we're trying to learn, you know, figuring out the gauge of stuff and saying, what size ring do I need to use, okay? Take a look at how thick, you know, your piece is, okay? So your ring needs to go through that piece as well as hook onto another. And I think this little 4mm is just not gonna cut it. All right. So let's hook on a couple of these. Now we could, you know, detach and do just like we did here, but I'm gonna kind of leave the chain as is, and here I'm just eyeballing right now. Okay, and I'm gonna just stick it into one of the links, close that up. Okay, and you can see it dangling off of there. Okay, so it kind of looks like it's on there, right? Maybe I'm just gonna do 3 of these because you really see the color doing it this way, you guys. What happened to all my 6mm? Oh. You guys, I'm literally randomly attaching and looking at an approximation of evenness here. You can certainly count it out. I'm feeling it out. Sometimes if you can't see the hole in your beads, you know, and you're looking really hard, just try not to look at it. I say feel the bead. Sometimes you'd be surprised. Okay, I'm doing 3. I think that's, then I'm gonna cut right here. All right, we're gonna make a quick matching side here. We'll be halfway. So I'm taking another piece of wire so we can add the bubble beads to the other side. We're going symmetrical on this one, you guys. Oh, I make sure I attach it to the chain. That will happen. So if you're doing these wire wraps, make sure you attach it to whatever it is you're working on before you wrap it. Okay? You want the less connections you have to make, the better. Sometimes you make that extra connection because you want the flexibility, and that's where jump blocks are really nice if you aren't soldering or using a piece of chain, because you know that the chain links are soldered together. Alright, so 3 beads. 1, 2, 3. So maybe this week we'll work through the strand of beads. Okay, this one I'm squeezing as tight as I can, so when I make this loop, that will stay bunched as I can. So sometimes making the loop is a little awkward because you can't get the beads to move, okay? But it's wire, so it's, you can manipulate it some, okay? This one we're adding a little chain. You guys know I like this chain because I know we made a bracelet. I think very early on when this all first started, I had used a chain with red. I think we ended up with the same chain. But obviously I like it. Alright, so now, because I just eyeballed it, I'm going to hold this flat. I'm going to grab, you know, 3 more of these lovely beads. Okay, you can pick through yours if you want to make sure you have the right color. You know, me, I'm random. Let's get this done. You know, if I can't have it in a few minutes, you know, my kid is going to be hungry and I will not be coming back to it and making it. Alright, so grabbing 3 more jump blocks here. This is nice and organic and random, yet symmetrical. There is a little order in the chaos. And then the last thing we'll do is attach that, I think we'll do that snake chain in the back. Because sometimes some people feel that this, I don't know about this particular chain, but certain things, you know, can be not as comfortable all the way around the neck. Okay, so that nice snake cable is a good one. Okay, one more. We'd be pretty close to being able to have ourselves a okay, there you go. All right. Yeah. Did you not believe?
Yeah.
Alright, so last thing, we're going to just cut this little chain off. Sorry, I had to grab something for someone. Okay, so we're cutting off the chain. This time I am going to kind of count it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, maybe 8. 8 things. 1. Okay, and then we're going to hook this other chain, and I think that this one we can get away with a 4 mil. Again, I don't want to see it a lot, and I want the connection to be close. So I know that 4 mils can sometimes be a little bit more of a pain to work with, but sometimes it's those details that and the spacing that make it look right. Okay, so I'm going to see in terms of the thickness of this particular chain. And although it looks thick, the links are actually kind of flat. And a hook in. Okay. And you know, I think I want this necklace to be kind of short because this turned out to end up being a little bit longer than I thought. So let's take a look on me, and we can get an idea of what we've created from afar. Because I know we look at it all close as we were making it and have no idea what this is going to look like. Okay, so I think this looks like it would be really pretty, kind of like this too. Like if we kept it going all the way around, right? Keep it short. Here, let me take mine off. So we can see, let's see. All right, let's zoom up on the neck. See me. All right, out of focus. Does not like this focus. There we go. Kind of short versus longer. Okay, so sometimes when we're using those links, luckily, I mean, this one's pretty on both sides, so even if it flips, okay, that's going to be kind of the natural way it goes. If it gets, especially when they're wide, they can be top heavy. Okay, if you want to avoid that, you'll need to put your design on the side. Okay, you're fighting against gravity and physics. Okay, if you don't like the spin effect, don't put it there. Okay, sometimes one of the things to help stop things from spinning is to put it up and make it a little bit shorter, which is why I'm wondering if maybe this one will be better as kind of like a nice choker length. So I'm going to make this as like a standard 16, I think probably about a 16 inch. Okay, that'll be a good choker length here. So I have 12. And then I'm going to cut off, so we want 16, 12, and 4 here. So when I'm doing the chain, I'm just making it to the length I want, and then I can cut this length in half. Okay, so that way then I can be even on both sides. And I'm cutting at 16, you can, and then I will add a clasp, but that's in case somebody wants it a little bit longer. The winner of maybe this necklace, right? But at the moment, we'll just finish it up this way because you can get the idea. We're going to throw this little 4mm jump lock on there. And today I decided to bring popcorn into the shop, so I'm going to pop that as soon as we get off of here. I think my son will like that. Make it smell good and fresh. Love the smell of popcorn. Alright, I'm attaching this last little guy on here, and I'm not using my tiny ones, which is part of the problem here. Alright, so then you can see the overall look of what we designed here today, you guys. Very, very fun, very colorful. Alright, check it out. So you can certainly make this a little bit longer, but here, this is what we got here today. So you can see how fun that looks. We got the bit of color right there in the front, those leaves, okay? And then we'll clip this off and add a little clasp on there. Okay, but we can see this baby up close. So you can imagine doing a little earring with those popped right at the bottom with that same style chain. Good work, guys. I think we made some good choices here today. What do you guys think? I see all those hearts. Alright, playing a little bit with bubble beads here today. Thanks so much for joining me. Hope you guys have a good rest of the day. Also, those of you guys that I had mentioned the kits here yesterday, for this guys, we used that cool chain that we used here today, but in copper. But I had it here because I was getting these kits prepared. So if you guys like this, I have a $30 kit available, and you can get it into 3 color sets. So if you want those, You can say the chakra necklace kit, okay, and it will come with everything that you need. The only difference other than this necklace is because obviously this was a handmade wrap one by me, okay, but we're going to give you a very awesome chakra pendant that you can put onto the bottom of it instead. And the color choices that I have, because I think there was Patty and Pam, if you guys are with me or, you know, watch on the replay, so you can pick into 3 color tones. Let me show them to you guys really quick. Okay, so one of the color tones is going to be this nice silver color set. Okay, and then another color set is going to be this nice matted gold. Okay, so this was a chain that we used here today. And then the third color set you can get it in is going to be just like the sample, is going to be that nice antique copper. Oh my gosh, you guys, I think my feed like stopped and I missed all of these comments. I'm so sorry. I'm like rolling back on them right now while I let you guys stare at the 3 styles of colors of chain right here. I'm glad you made it back there, Nicole. Look at you. So yes, all those changes are just like that in a designer. You just never know. I thought I'd been designing on my own, and instead I didn't get all of this feed. So that focal, you guys, that we used today, I see a question on that. This was like a drusied agate with electroplated gold. If you guys want to see more of the color choices, we showed some on Friday Night Live. I think there might be still a few left. Otherwise, I also have some other style ones here in the shop. Okay. Yeah, that would be good as a bracelet. All right, so for the chakra kit, okay, you can pick silver, gold, antique copper. You will get a set of the beads, the chakra beads, and wherever I just set the pendant. It's hiding underneath everything. Okay, you'll get the chakra pendant. Haven't even moved here. And wire also. So you'll get the wire, so you will have everything you need minus the tools. Okay, you guys? So that's going to be $30 if you guys want that. You can just let me know right here in the comments, or you can send me over a little DM. But I think that Patty and Pam wanted one. And if you guys want just the parts and pieces, if you just want the chain that are available here, we can also certainly do that as well. So just let me know what colors you guys want, okay? All right, I think that does it here for today. Don't forget, tomorrow is Work It Wednesday, so if you guys have some projects, if you guys have some bubble beads, let's play and work together. I'll pop on here, probably do a quick little feed, and remind you guys that it's Work It Wednesday, and I want to work it with you tomorrow, okay? So have a good rest of the day, and we look forward to seeing you tomorrow at around 2 o'clock. Thank you.